back to my channel, Supernatural Mama. So today I'm just gonna use one of my favorite tarot decks, which is the Light Seers deck. And then I've got a few oracle decks that I have put out just in case, but I have very much been drawn to use this particular deck, which is the Divine Feminine Oracle by Megan Watterson. I won't read too much from the book because the write-ups are quite long, but if I am guided to, I'll take a look and just read what is brought to my attention. Okay, so let's see where this reading goes today. Please keep in mind that if you find yourself kind of forcing the story to fit or not sure, then just leave it for those who it's meant for. Not every message is meant for us. Okay. I just got a symbol of a peacock, so if that sort of pops for anyone, then maybe you should keep watching. Okay, so it's quite interesting that we've gotten the High Priestess, because for me, in this particular deck, the card that I sort of associate with this one as almost like a partner is the Queen of Cups, just from the coloring and whatever. And I actually sat down to record this reading yesterday afternoon, and as I sat down to do it, our next door neighbor started cutting the grass, which of course woke up my little one, and this reading had to be put on hold. But the first card that had been drawn for yesterday was the Queen of Cups. So I just mentioned that, but we'll see where this reading takes us. Okay. Okay. So the energy of that I can feel from the deck and of the reading is very fast paced, and we've got the wheel and the chariot together, like things are happening not just quickly, but in a controlled pace. I feel like for some of you there's a lot going on, like a lot of moving parts, but they're not as scary as maybe they would normally be if you were in a lower level of vibration. But I see for a lot of you are quite, or at least experiencing moments of deep connection and inner standing. You are trusting your instincts more. For me, in this deck particular, this card is always like the magic card, like when things come together. It's like soup. I know that there are so many metaphors using soup, so now it feels a bit redundant, but I'm just going to go with it. If you don't cook soup for long enough and you go and you taste it, it just tastes bland and pretty awful. It takes a while for all the flavors to sort of mix together to form this, hearty flavor. And that's kind of what this card is for me, and what I kind of see that's happening here, at least for some of you. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Swords, King of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, ending cycles. There was another reading that let's see. I just have a feeling that this card. Well, I feel like all those cards had to come out just for this one. Okay, so just give me a moment. So, I mean, there is this beautiful, beautiful energy that I just feel that some of you are really, really coming into your power. You've implemented daily spiritual practices, or you meditate, or you pause, and try and go within for the answer before seeking, external things. There's very much this you coming into your power, you trusting that what you have to say is actually worthy of other people listening. And better yet, there's actually possibly an audience out there for some of you. Perhaps some of you are doing what I'm doing, what many of us are doing, which is starting our channels. Maybe you're a reader yourself. Maybe maybe you're a singer or a songwriter, and you have this beautiful message, and you are singing it out into the world. Music for me is one of those things I absolutely love it, especially when I'm driving in my car. It's sort of I go into my own little happy place, and I always have my my music app on Discovery most of the time when I drive, so that I find new songs. Otherwise, I find myself listening to the same things over and over and over again. When a song pops on and I've never heard it before, and the lyrics just like speak to my soul, I get so excited, and I kind of feel like those people, they're people that have a way of putting a message. So if you're one of those people, take my hat off to you. It's a beautiful, beautiful gift to hear the magic of what somebody hears in their mind. Okay, so I've just been sort of guided to pause on the tarot and to pull one card from this deck. So we've got Catherine okay, now my French is not great, but Le Brewery, I don't know, the patroness of miraculous healing. Okay, with the affirmation of I am ready to heal, I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. Okay, so immediately as I see this, this image, this beautiful image, comes in mind of someone bringing in the light so that they can release the light to the world. We all hear the term or the word or the phrase light worker, and if you ask somebody who has no concept or is not spiritual, you say, oh, what is a light worker? I mean, they immediately think, oh, somebody who brings light to the world. And it always makes me personally giggle, because I'm like, yes, it is, but it's so much more complex than that, for a lot of us at least. So I have been guided to just look at something in this book, just the last part. Okay, so let's just find it. So okay. 48. So if any of you have been seeing a lot of 48s, and 44 is also coming to me. Then okay, So here we go. When your soul selects a card, it can feel effortless to ask for what our loved ones need. We can fall on our knees at times to pray for the health and highest possible outcome for our beloved children and partners or friends. What's often far more difficult is asking for all that we need. Here's where it told me to read at the end. Our lower back may still throb in pain, but our heart has shifted, and there's a miraculous amount of light within our lives again. If we can hand over an attachment to what healing is going to look like, we can receive all the blessings waiting for us. And the soul voice meditation would be, what can I ask for help in healing? I'm ready to heal. I'm worthy of the miracles meant for me. Okay. So let's just move this over there. So, there is this magic happening, this coming to an end of a cycle, this looking forward to your future in a nice pensive state. So I'm sensing that how do I put this? That for some of you, it's like right before, like maybe a week before, like but very, very recently, things were quite tumultuous, possibly, and like you weren't feeling in your power, and something within you has shifted. Perhaps it's been a perspective change or a situational change, but something has shifted, and the shift has allowed more for you to open up, for you to maybe heal, for you to begin, to go on this new beginning, this Ace of Cups. So let's talk more about this beginning. Okay. There seems to be a bit of a zigzag, what's that thing in the park? A seesaw. So here I'm seeing this inspiration coming in, right? This inspiration, this joy, this excitement, boom, coming in, and coming in from this side. There we go. And and then either sometimes you're a bit too distracted to see it, or a bit too in your head. If some of you find that you are actually spending quite a bit of time in your head and find your thoughts to almost be more like runway trains, then I did a video a few days ago. The title is something about clicking but there's something in there about mental and paying attention to your thoughts. So if you are finding yourself quite distracted and especially by your mind or by your mood, then just maybe check out that video. You might find it helpful. So as I said, this seesaw, this, I did say that for a lot of you, you're coming to the end of this cycle. You're kind of coming to the end, into this new beginning, wherever the Ace of Cups is, right? The new beginning. But for some of you, you're still experiencing a great deal of pain, and because the Wheel of Fortune is here, things are going to shift. Things will shift, but there are always, as we know, many potentials of how things can turn out, what we allow in what we don't, the work that we do within ourselves, how we heal ourselves, to allow the beauty and to heal so that we can see the beauty as opposed to the mundane or the negative. Because there really is community and joy and ascension essentially in healing. As we heal, we allow our heart chakras to open. We allow ourselves to be open to receiving joy, but also to giving joy. And so then we can fully experience joy, which is love personified. But we have to be open. We have to allow ourselves to be open to it, and that sometimes requires a perspective change. So you you are the alchemist. Like, you hold all the cards. You do. Your future is, I wouldn't say in your hands, but yeah, you are the master of your future. You are the master of your wheel. You are alchemizing the beautiful reality that you experience. Okay, so as these two cards popped out, I just got the image of somebody spending a great deal, a lot of us spend a great deal of time in meditation seeking for answers, but somebody just seeking a very specific answer, like a simple yes. Not no explanation, like nothing else required, like all they desire is a simple yes. If that is you, and you've been tormenting yourself over this problem, and I'm gonna just ask for a few more clarifications on that, just because I don't like giving yeses, or this will also not be like, how do I put this, a yes to a 2 or 3D question. It'll be a yes to a 5D question, like, is this the right path for me? Or one of those deep questions, those questions that you've been torturing yourself over, stressing over. And let's just this deck is also one of my absolute favorite. Yes, these popped out, but that was just a bit of a glitch. Okay, or was it? Let's see. Rigidity. So, and indifference was there, and as was the ancestor. Okay, so so to whoever I was speaking to about this person who's spending quite a bit of time searching in meditation, it seems to be that it is what's coming back to me is this family cycles, this breaking of family curses, this breaking of chains. Your ancestors, what your ancestors did, what your mother did, what your mother's mother did, what your mother's mother's mothers did, what your, and so on and so on. And as it's very much about coming into female power, and we've got this indifference card and this rigidity. I see, at least for some of you, there are there's strains within the household, the parent relationship, however that works, and and perhaps it's, manifesting itself in a form where, when we, I don't know, for me anyway, when I find that I can't control my outside world, sometimes when I go into a bit of a fear mentality or a fear-based state, fear of course being one of them, guilt and shame being the lowest vibrations that we can experience. But in that, when I'm trying to control, right, I sometimes go into, I want to say, a scheduling or a rigidity mindset. So I think for some of you, there, and I did do a reading a few days ago, or a week ago, about the crumbling, which spoke about relationship issues or parenting issues, and just actual divides in the household, or just difficulty or fighting or disagreements, which can breed to indifference, right? And indifference is that I think actually the indifference card actually popped up in that reading. So if this is resonating with you, go and check that reading out. I think it's called The Crumbling, because we speak about that card. I actually read this insert from the book. So yes, this person, it's a family, it's a family question, it's a family dynamic, and it has to do with you following your dreams, of you being yourself, of you releasing your light into the world, and perhaps for some of you it's a question of, is this relationship healthy? Is it in my highest good? I don't know, but for those of you who this resonates with, go and check out that other video. Okay, and now I just want to see if there is anything else they would like. Okay. So, let me just move a little bit aside, so I've got some space for the future. As I said, for some of you, there really is this, some of you are able to kind of see that finish line, and you're hitting there, and you've done the work. Some of you are kind of, on that seesaw, one side, or 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, and that is okay, because there really are a lot of moving parts, and there is no rush. There is no rush. With the 6 of Swords, like, we can see that some of you, and with the 5 of Wands, are truly working really, really hard, and there are battles that we experience, within our minds, as well as in the actual world. And sometimes we forget, we think that we are stuck. But here we see those two crows. Like, are they helping her? Perhaps, actually. Like, if she just put her hands down and stopped fearing, they would remove the blindfold for her. So there is this sense of, like, release your fears. Like, you are alchemizing a beautiful future for yourself, that, and everything is always working out for us. Everything is always working out in our favor. And then I was guided from the very beginning to pull from this, what is it called? Something unicorn deck, magical unicorn deck. The Magic of Unicorns. Actually, quite a beautiful deck. It's by Diane Cooper. It actually has little meditations in the book as well, so it's quite nice. Okay, let's see. 3. I'm actually going to add a photo, the thumbnail of this thing with the cosmic diamond, because before I sat down to record this, I did a quick reading from this deck, and out it popped, and I had it on the floor, and I was reading from the book, and I was doing the meditation, and I opened my eyes, and I saw 2 rainbows on the floor beside this card, on the carpet, and I snapped a photo, which I thought was quite special, and it sort of just gave me confirmation that now was the moment to do this reading, which was basically, so I will read the insert from this book because it is, yeah, beautiful. And then open to abundance, 8, new opportunities, 5. So for those of you that have been seeing a lot of 5s around, I have personally been seeing 555 everywhere, and 55, and also lots of 8s. So open to abundance, believe you deserve, accept plenty and prosperity, new opportunities, declutter your life, glimpse a magical doorway. So there is this as we need to make space for the new. So yeah, we as humans we love instant gratification. I mean, we don't like to wait for things. We want things now. So we'll only get rid of our old sneakers once we've bought our new ones. So we don't like to go without. So we hold on. But we need to step into the faith and the knowing that, like, as soon as we've made space, right, the new will come in. It must. It's so yeah, declutter your life, glimpse a magical doorway. I think that also reminds me, I was watching Daryl Anker Bashar video, and he was talking about manifesting, and I find his videos quite helpful, but in this particular one, it was, a girl was asking him a question about manifestation, and why her manifestations don't turn out the way that she wants, and his answer was, well, when you have sat there manifesting this beautiful reality, and you walk into the room and it doesn't look like what you dreamed it was, how do you feel? And she says, well, confused, upset, unsure, and he's like, well, there we go. If you don't hold that vibration, that trust, that faith, when it doesn't look the way you think it should look, that is sort of that. To me, it connects to that. We don't want to give our sneakers away because we don't have new ones right now. We don't want to be without for a moment, because we feel lacking, or there's something that might make us uncomfortable. It might, or whatever the reason. I think it'll be different reasons for different people. This is just a reminder that we need to be open to abundance. We need to believe that we deserve and accept plenty and prosperity. Like, let go so that it can come in. It's just a beautiful, gentle reminder. Anyway, just going to read from this book, and then we will, I think that will probably be it, but I will just double check, because obviously if there is anything else, then we will definitely give it the opportunity to come through. Okay, Cosmic Diamond. Diamond is the solid form of Archangel Gabriel's light. It shimmers with purity, joy, everlasting promise, hope, and clarity. A cosmic diamond is a vast, translucent, etheric gem of great power and grace, carrying the qualities of all the color rays. When unicorns add their energy to it, it raises its frequency to the ninth dimension. When you receive this card, your unicorn and Archangel Gabriel will place a cosmic diamond over your energy fields to purify you and raise your light levels. The facets of this ethereal jewel will cut away the lower energies within you. Your guidance is to call it in whenever you need clarity, hope, or inspiration. You can do this when you are walking, going about your daily business, or meditating. This card is a card of higher service, and you are asked to use the cosmic diamond illuminated within the unicorn energy to help others and the world. Ask Archangel Gabriel and your unicorn to place it over those individuals, communities, or even countries that are bewildered and seeking clarity. You can visualize it over situations or places where people need hope, joy, trust, and commitment. You can make a difference by picturing it over decision makers so that they make wise, inspired choices for the highest good. Okay, wherever you send it, ask your unicorn to illuminate it so that it glitters with 1,000 rainbows to bring new optimism into the world. So, as I said, right next to this card, suddenly there were rainbows on my carpet, which was quite beautiful. If that resonates with you, I am actually just in the description box, I'll type out the little sort of affirmation meditation there, and you can kind of sit there and do that in your own time. I will possibly add for the other two as well. Okay. So, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, planting of seeds. The Seven of Pentacles, the nurturing of seeds. The nurturing of the seeds that we've planted, the trusting that they will grow. So there's very much this, bring things into balance and trust that the alchemy and that everything that you have manifested for your life that you've been working towards is happening regardless of what it may look like. Okay, and let's just double check that there is nothing else, because as I said at the start of this, the deck felt very, very, very busy. And now it just feels light. But we'll see. I love this card. For me, I have, as I've mentioned in I think one or two of my videos, that I have a currently she's 11 months and 11 and a half months, and whenever this card comes up, it always reminds me of her energy, that full energy, that just open, that blind trust, that joy of like waking up every morning excited, laughing to start the day. I mean, she wakes up in the morning and the first thing she shouts is out, because regardless of the fact that the sun is not out and it's 5 a.m., she wants to go outside. So I think for me, I'll take this as a reminder for me as well, is just to remember that no matter how messy things may seem or appear, how overwhelmed we feel, that and if we just close our eyes, calm our hearts, settle our minds, which is not always as easy to do, it's harder for some than it is for others, but settle our minds and just remember who we are, and try experience the world of a child. It'll be a lot less in your head. Okay, I hope that helps many of you out there. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button, and please share it with others. And of course, if this channel resonates with you, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye-bye. Have a beautiful day further.